Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're gonna make butter cookies. This is a really easy recipe but so delicious. So let's get started. In a bowl we add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Set this aside. Next we're gonna use 1 cup of unsalted room temperature butter. Now we're going to cream it together. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my dough hooks. Get the butter out of the whisks. All right. Get the dough in. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, mix it together. Now we're going to add 2 egg yolks, only the yolks. Get this right in. And 2 teaspoons of a nice vanilla. 1, 2. Whoops. I did this on purpose. And mix it together again. And now we can add our flour, just a little bit at a time. Now the dough looks good, and now we plop it right on the clean kitchen counter. This out. And now we roll it into a log. Just put a little bit of flour on my hands. It's pretty warm today, so it's sticking a little bit. But it's going to be fine. Now we take some parchment paper. Transfer it over there. Try to get it centered. Press it into the form we like to have later. I want to make a log so that I can cut later on my cookies. Roll the parchment paper around the dough. Just like this. And now this goes into the fridge for about 1 hour to chill, so it's easier to cut later on and it's not so sticky anymore. So I see you in about an hour. Alright, Our dough has chilled in the fridge for about an hour. So let's get this out. And I like to roll it out just a little bit to get a little bit smoother edges or rounder edges. Okay. Then I like to put some sugar on my counter, spread it out, just like this, and roll the dough in the sugar. So that it's nicely covered, and you have a nice crunch on the edges later. I have my cookie sheet over here. Now the first cookies are not the prettiest, so let's try them here. I'll try not to make them too thick or too thin. This is about the size. And I put them on my cookie sheet. And give your cookies a little room to breathe. They will spread out a little bit, and also the air can circulate through your cookies so they bake evenly. Okay, alright, and now the cookies go into the preheated 350-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now the cookies are just out of the oven, and I put a few mini M&Ms in a few cookies. You could also use some Hershey Kisses. Make them just the way you like them. I put just a few M&Ms also in this one. Yeah. They're already cooling. One. I let these guys cool down now for a moment, but I also like to show you another decorating idea that I have. Now you could also use a piping tip and just make little indents in the cookie dough, so it makes a little star shape, which I think is really pretty. So here you can see it better. These are the indents that I made with a piping tip. I think it looks really pretty, like little stars or snowflakes. You could also use a toothpick and make some indents like this. Of course, you could also use some setting sugar just on top. Press it on. You could also use one of these guys. Put it over your cookie. And sprinkle some sugar on it. Press it on. And if everything goes well, you should see. Yeah, it works. Let's try this one with some sprinkles. And now these guys are going into the oven too. Alright, let's try one of these. Ooh, awesome. Okay. These are really good. Alright, and that's it for today's video. If you would, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye!